Hey, Jeremy, before you go on, there are some lovely, expensive-looking Ray-Bans here. Barry Merenstein is here. He could probably tell you what they're worth. Somebody just brought them in and said they couldn't find who they belonged to. Ah, good. Talk amongst yourselves. We're not quite ready. Hey, Kelly.
I think so. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's wonderful to be together. It is part of the journey that we're on. This week in the Torah, we end the journeys of the book of Numbers, and we find our place across the Jordan, looking across the city of Jericho. The journey ends. We're actually at several points in Jewish history. In Torah history, we're ready to go across into the new land. In Jewish history, this is leading up to a time called Tisha B'Av. Now, before we do everything, who knows what Tisha B'Av is? What's Tisha B'Av? The 9th of Av. What happened on the 9th of Av? Anybody know? The destruction of both temples. The first in 586 by the Iraqis. Oh, they were called Babylonians back then, right? And the second by the Italians, who used to be called Romans, right? And so this is the journey. The journey is going to call us to just pull ourselves up short a little bit and do an assessment. Who are we? Where are we? And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. We're in the middle of our summer journey. Rabbi Gorbin's been with us several weeks now. We're just delighted to have her here. And one of the reasons we're down here is because if you all want to have a lovely oneg, hello, Kevin, how's it going? Hi. Then we'll have time to get together afterwards as well. So, and Jeremy's here tonight. Hi, Jeremy. So we're going to have 3 sources of music, 2 guitars and 1 piano, no waiting. If you will find your prayer book and turn to page 344, going from right to left, one of our favorite opening songs is called Shir Chadash. It's based on a psalm, singing unto God a new song. And we have to kind of get this here. Here we go. I know many of you know it. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir. Hi, Paulie. Shiru'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash. Now, normally we go to the middle, but you know, you guys are still warming up. I know. The air conditioning works. So since you're still warming up, we're going to sing it one more time before going into the middle. Page 344 in the book, the thin book that's in front of you. Shiru Adonai. Good. Kol haaretz. Shiru Adonai. Shir Chadash. Sing unto God, all the earth, a new song, all the earth, a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along, all the earth, a new song. God, Shiru Adonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru Adonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Adonai, Shir Chadash. Where's Diane and Eddie? Come on over here. You're going to help us with candles and kiddush tonight. Turn in your book all the way to the beginning, going from right to left to pages 2 and 3. We're going to ask the congregation to rise. Come on around here. Come on around here. We'll hand you the super duper long match. I'll even make life easier for you. How's that? Okay. First light. It's vertical for wood. Light. There you go. Just get taller. Right? There we go. Perfect. Just trade books. That's fine.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu las.
shel Shabbat.
Very good. Next page. You hold the cup. Let's sing on page, where are we? Page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Have a drink. It's Vintage Tuesday. It's juice. Please be seated, everyone.
We continue on page 6, just the next page, reading responsively at the bottom of the page. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden.
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
The doorway to
Page 9. There are days when we seek for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain.
On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted.
On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we act as if We cared nothing for the rights of others.
On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal.
So we embraced Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace.
If you look at the next page, page 10 at the bottom, there was a series of songs written 3,000 years ago called Psalms. Then the rabbis had their writings 2,000 years ago, and then there were medieval poetry 1,000 years ago. The first modern song about Shabbat ever was the song we're about to sing. It was written by Chaim Nachman Bialik, who was one of the great Hebrew poets in the pre-state era, and it is about the beauty of nature and the sun coming and the appearance of the bride as Shabbat. On page 10, if you know it, join in. If you know the Hebrew, join in. But if you don't, we're going to sing it in English as well. Merosh ha'ilanot nistalka Bo'u v'netzel likrat Shabbat hamalka Hinei yoreret ha'grosha ha'brucha Ve'im ha'malachim sva shalom u'menucha Bohi bohi ha'malka Bohi, bohi, hakala, shalom aleichem, malachei ha-shalom. English. The sun on the treetops no longer is seen. Come gather to welcome the Sabbath, our Queen. Behold her descending, the holy, the blessed, and with her the angels of peace and of rest. Draw near, and here abide. Draw near, O Sabbath bride. Peace also to you, you angels of peace. This whole section of our service on Friday night is called Kabbalat Shabbat, receiving Shabbat. And one of the traditional ways we do it is on page 12, which, 3. The Psalm 95, Lechu Neranana. There's a beautiful tune that goes like this. We sing it often here. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, l'tzor yishenu, nekadma fano betodah. Naria, l'tzor yishenu, bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. 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 The famous one, the most famous of all Kabbalat Shabbat songs is on page 20. It's called Lecha Dodi, and there are many, many tunes, and if you go to camp, you'll hear very creative Lecha Dodi tunes. This is the one that I learned in an Orthodox synagogue many, many years ago. Still popular here. If you know it, join in, and if you don't, you'll know it by the end. At the last verse, we'll ask everybody to rise and face the rear. And the last words of the last verse, Boi kala, may the bride come in, will bow to this door. Maybe she's about to appear. Or maybe this door because she used the handicap lot. That's fine, whatever it is. We greet the bride into our presence. Lecha Dodi verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi lihikrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 1. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Ishmi'anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemo tifaret v'litila. L'chadodi likrahat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrahat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha. Ki hi makor hambracha. Merosh mikedechem nisucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Skip to verse 5. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumiori, uri, shir damberi, kevod Adonai Allah yichnigla. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Verse 9. Boi v'shalom ma'ateret bala. Gam b'simcha u'b'tzahala. Toch emuneh am segula to the left. Boi chala to the right. Boi chala. Please be seated. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Turn the page and you'll find Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat, the psalm for the Sabbath day. It's our custom to read the first part in English all the way to the indent. If you go read in the indent, you've gone too far. We're going up to the indent in the Hebrew to sing Tzadik Katamar, the righteous shall bloom like a date palm. So let's read the English up to the indent together. A song for Shabbat. It's good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together. You gladden me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai? How very subtle your designs.
A brute cannot know.
No,
A
the
fool
fool.
cannot understand.
Now find the indent in the Hebrew. Or transliteration. We're fine. Tzadik Katamar yifrach Kerez balvanon yeskeshetulin beveret Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim vera'ananim yeheyu lehagin ki yashar Adonai tzuri velo avlat habo. If you turn the page, this entire section ends with Shalom Aleichem. We greeted the bride of Shabbat, and now we greet Shabbat in the form of the angels, hopefully the angels of our better nature. It's an old tune. If you know it, please join in. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Hayon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Moachem v'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mihi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Turn the page, and before I chant the Chatzi Kaddish that starts the Baruch Hu in the middle part of our service, look at the bottom of 27. Let's read it together in English. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There is no place
on earth without the presence.
Please rise. Yikara v'yikara shemei Rabbah. V'yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho ben Yisrael. Bagala uv'izman kari v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabbah mivorach. Le'olam ulal me'al maya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitrumam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekureshah le'elam min kol bechata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata damiran be'olma v'yimeru.
Amen.
Please turn the page.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. The first bracha after Baruch Hu is for the sun, the moon, and the stars. And we're going to read the Hebrew. You can follow the transliteration, or if you prefer, the translation underneath so you can know exactly what we're praying. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam. Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteh she'arim, u'v'tvuna meshene itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'sader et ha'kochavim b'mishmorotehem barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, u'ma'avdil ben yom u'vein layla, Adonai tziva'ot shemo. Ilchai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv. Next page. 15 years ago, when I took a tiny sabbatical in Israel, I knew I was at home. I was having trouble feeling at home in Tel Aviv, which is not really my city, but Jerusalem is. I was at services of Bet Daniel, the Reformed congregation, and the cantor in Hebrew said, "This is the most wonderful tune in the world." It's probably Israeli, and of course it's Debbie Friedman. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu u'kumenu na'asiyach b'chukecha v'nismach medivrei toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki hem chayeinu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla nege yomam v'layla ve'avatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael. Turn the page. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Hashem Please be seated and turn the page. You should be on 36. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאור על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי ייתם קדושים אלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Now, Ve'ahavta is supposed to be said twice a day in a language understood by the heart. Some of you here today, I realize, like me, did not grow up with Hebrew as your first language. So if you look at the facing page, you'll find the essence of what it all means. And let's read it together. Love your God with every heartbeat,
with every
breath,
with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired. In the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house
or outside your gate.
They are reminders to do all of my
mitzvot,
so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. Page 157. Particularly today, after 2 shootings, I'd like for us to read responsively at the bottom of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Mi hamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehadar b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh fechele, norat tehilot oseh fechele. Try with me. Mi hamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehadar b'kodesh, norat tehilot oseh fechele, norat tehilot oseh fechele. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני אדוני אלוהו לעולם ועד אדוני אלוהו לעולם ועד. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. V'ne'emar ki v'adonai Yaakov gelo mi'ad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. There's a tune that Rabbi Gorbin's been teaching us the last several weeks. Anybody been here the last 1 or 2 weeks? Anybody? Okay, so we're going to count on you to be like the chorus here, right?
Our ringers.
What?
Our ringers.
A ringer. It's based on Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu means cause us to lie down in peace and cause us to rise up to renewed life. Christians know this prayer, by the way. You know how they know it?
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my sight. If I should die before...
We don't do that one, right? But it's a fun tune.
I don't think, though, that they sound like Muppets.
That's true. So we're on 42 or 160 in the parentheses.
Join with me this time.
Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim.
Spread a shelter of your peace over us. Guide us with wisdom, compassion, and trust.
Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom,
Hamidenu Shomreinu
Lechaim.
Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain.
Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Shalom,
Hamidenu Shomreinu
We're at the very bottom of the page. There's a long Hebrew blessing. If you know it, join in. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. On the next page is the Vishamru. Vishamru is Exodus 31, verses 16 to 17, that says, it's our eternal joy and responsibility to take care of Shabbat. Because we don't take care of Shabbat, how can it possibly take care of us? Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asod et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam, berid olam, beini u'bein b'nei Yisrael od hi le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai al hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat Shabbat vayi nafash Shabbat Shabbat vayi nafash Shabbat Shabbat vayi nafash. We're at the middle of our service. We begin the tefillah, the central prayer, on page 46 or 164 in the parentheses. The most challenging part of any prayer is beginning. And so we pray on 46 or 164 that we might be able to open our mouths and pray. Please rise. Adonai sifatai tivtach ufi agi tehilatecha Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Turn the page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye kol atarav lehoshia, Morid hatah, Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Sohomech noflim verofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishay nereyah afar, Mihamocha bal gevurot, Umidoho mehelach, Melech memihir umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol, Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We are on the sanctification of the day of Shabbat, which is on page 55.
Please join with me. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise.
Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh
Shabbat. Page 57. I'm used to saying the blue numbers, so that's why I just go to. Please join with me. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. On the next page, the left-hand side at the top, we read a prayer of thanksgiving. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. On page 60 or 178, if you prefer blue numbers, the Shalom Rav is there. Please join in. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasihim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasihim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amecha Tasihim Leolam. Shalom Rav וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני מברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. So I have to tell you, I grew up in a town that you've heard about. It's as mythical as Lake Wobegon, except that it's real. I actually went there about 15 years ago with my kids when they were small, Demarest, New Jersey, 5 miles from the GW Bridge, and saw this incredible house that my parents had, 26 Robin Road off Anderson Avenue in Bergen County, where they had 3 bedrooms, 1 bedroom for my parents, 1 for my sister, because she was the girl, and 1 for 4 boys. 4 boys growing up, fighting every night over air rights. And it was not just the 4 boys, of course. In the closet was Frankenstein. Under the bed was Wolfman. In the ceiling fan, there was Dracula. And you had the moment of the speed of light when you turned off the light to get into your bed before you were attacked by any of the 3. You could be dragged under by Wolfman and consumed in a moment. Or you could be swooped down upon by Dracula, or Frankenstein would come out of the closet. We believed in the magic of covers. If you put the covers over your head, the monsters, whether they were in the form of movie monsters or the monsters in the form of brothers, could not get you. It was a place that you could be absolutely safe. When we reach the end of the Amidah and we've prayed our praise and our thanksgiving, hopefully we're left in a tiny, small pocket that Shabbat will give you safety. Safety from the monsters that would otherwise devour you and your life. Please take a moment and either be thankful for or revel in this moment of peace called Shabbat. Before we sing Oseh Shalom, Chuck, did he hit you or did you hit him? Or did Albie hit you both? I know. Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, amen. You're fighting again, aren't you? Oseh Shalom, Shalom bimromav, hu read Torah, we never give up an opportunity to say a Mishaberach for those who are in need of healing. The Mishaberach we sing is on 253. Those are the regular pages in your prayer book. And we always give an opportunity for the gathered family to kind of share what's going on, not necessarily give the news, but if somebody in your life is in need of healing and you want to say the name out loud, that name enters our hearts. When we pray the prayer, to me it elevates that much higher. You don't have to. No merits or demerits. But the same as if there's a name of somebody for whom you are wishing healing of body, mind, or spirit this Shabbat, you might care to say the name out loud. If you want to say the Hebrew name, we say the Hebrew name in the name of the mother, because healing is in the name of mothers. Just call it out. Call it. I guess he's okay. We take them all into our heart and wish healing of body, mind, and spirit for them all. 253 for Mishaberach. Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Well, I have some bad news and good news. I mean, the bad news is you came to hear Rabbi Gorban, but you're going to hear me. The good news is that you're going to get to hear her the next 3 weeks, because I'm going to be gone. And she is going to judge what kind of congregation this is by whether 8 or 80 people come. And you get to listen to her Torah, not my Torah, but as long as I'm here for one more week, and I was, last week, I was a little, I don't know, I was still in the midst of jet lag. It was like 3:30 in the morning before I started speaking, at least it was on my body, and so I'm a little calmer now. You said I was okay. I want to thank you for that. You're your kindness. You don't have to go to Yom Kippur this year. I just want you to know that the kindness is so extraordinary. We're in a double portion. It's called Matot Maseh. It's about the tribes of Israel being called to certain business, and Maseh, the journeys. Linsoa in Hebrew means to journey. And believe it or not, they have every one of the journeys ever since they left Egypt. They list them all. They went from here to here and here to here. It is like the most boring triptych you ever used to get from AAA. Without any of the interesting stuff like traffic accident or speed trap or any of the things they used to stamp on there. And it is really, really challenging. And when they get to where they're supposed to be, they're all supposed to be galvanized. They're all supposed to be ready to go into the promised land. Okay, let's go. And all of a sudden, 2.5 tribes say, we got a lot of livestock and the land is pretty good right here. There's a lot of pasture and you go on without us. Actually, okay. We'd really like to stay here. And Moses, are you kidding? There's hard fighting ahead. We have to stay together as a group. And the 2.5 tribes say, okay, I'll tell you what. We'll give you our best troops. They could even go in the front where it's most dangerous, called the vanguard. And they'll go there, and we're going to have our women and children stay behind, and we're going to build enclosures called folds, sheepfolds for our livestock, and we'll build cities for our kids, but we're going to eventually settle on the other side of the Jordan. And Moses says, okay, we got a deal. If you give us your best troops, and they go in the vanguard, then you can stay there, and you will be able to build cities for your children and pens for your livestock. Moses flips it because he knows their priorities are out of whack. If they're concerned more about their livestock than their kids, then they're not thinking the way we want Jewish people to think. And more than just thinking about your kids, as important as that is, the whole incident calls for us to take stock of our priorities. What is the most important thing to us? And we who are involved in our professions and our work, are making the rent, are often looking down at our feet, saying, feet, take me to where I need to go so I can get what I need and do what I must. And our tradition is saying, wait a minute, what is your priority? And if you came with somebody you love, and I see sisters here, and I see brothers here, I see family here, you know that your success is not the most important thing in your life. You know that you do not value your worth when you open a bank statement. You know that when you treasure your possessions, they own you. It's a powerful lesson. And we sometimes blind ourselves by that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. And it's kind of hearkening back to one of the most beautiful stories of the founder of Hasidism. Does anybody know the name of the founder of Hasid? His actual name was Israel, but he had a title. Does anybody know what his title was? It begins with a B. Say it out loud. The Baal Shem Tov. Now, in that day, he was born in 1700, the Baalei Shem were called masters of the name, and they were supposed to be able to, like, produce children for those who were infertile. He was called the Baal Shem Tov because he was the good one. He was not master of the good name. That's a mistranslation. He was the good one. He was not the fraudulent one. He was not the imposter. Because he tried to get people to realize the blessings in their lives that were right in front of them. And here is his greatest story. It's as simple as ABC. He said, little people take their little hands and cover their little eyes from God's amazing world and say, I see nothing. Little people take their little hands and cover their little eyes and look out at God's great world and say, I see nothing. Our job is not to memorize the Torah. Our job is not to conquer the promised land. Our job may not even be to stop the Iran deal, although some of you may want to do that. Our job is to take our hands from our eyes, see the world in its glory and in its pain, and keep our priorities straight. Reorder our priorities. It's not that God does not want you to have parnassah. Parnassah means sustenance, so that you can live your life. But every one of us asks, what do we live our lives for? For whom do we live our lives? And what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you to think of somebody who makes your life worth living. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to say that person's name out just quietly, like a whisper. Not a whisper in a microphone either, but a whisper. And I want you to reify it. I want you to make it real. Just take a moment and do that. Open your eyes. I don't just mean open your eyes now. I mean open your eyes. Take the hand away. Many of you do it so well, but some of you need Shabbat to see the beauty and the pain, the challenge and the ability. And my hope and prayer for all of you here tonight is that as you sit here before you go back into that challenging world, you see the world for its glory and challenge, and you move your priority to where it needs to be for the person you were thinking about just now, the person you love so much. Because then, unlike our ancestors who entered into the promised land, you will enter into a heartland of promise. A promise to be fulfilled by your intent, by your willingness to do so much in this world for that person or other people or the priorities that you make tonight. It's pretty simple. Live with intention. Live as though this day matters. Live as though the person next to you matters. Live as though you matter. Because you matter so much. Each one of you, more than I will ever be able to tell you, you matter so much. Amen. Now it's interesting that I have to go from saying you matter so much to announcements. In the old camp days, people would start a song right about now. Yes, and drown me out. I am able to say that we are on the verge, 99.999999999%, able to say with a lot of confidence that at the end of the month, we will be getting a full-time accredited cantor. Her name is Laura Berman. She's the daughter of Evelyn Berman, our member, who lives in the Maxon Towers. And she is picked out a place to live in, finding a moving company. And she wrote me just yesterday and said, I can't tell you how excited I am to get up on the bema. So I don't know when if she's going to be with you on the 1st or the week after, who knows? You may be on your own. But if you want to hear a great sermon, come the next 3 weeks and listen to her Torah, okay? The cantorial music that we do have is underwritten in part by a wonderful grant from Edgar Snyder. I want to thank our greeters. Where are Barry and Susan? Oh, yeah, they decided to take the evening off because they greeted everybody. No, they're making sure everything is okay in the owning. And I want to thank our owning volunteers. Where is Rebecca Abramowitz? Hi. And Annie Weidman. Terrific, thank you very much. The owning is sponsored by the Tikkun Olam Center. Lisa, representing the Tikkun Olam Center, thank you very, very much. You should know who that wonderful woman is. Anybody else from the Tikkun Olam Center here tonight? Raise your hands. Okay. So, Rabbi, get up and look at them so you don't need to know who they are. That's Mimi. You know who Mimi is, okay? Tomorrow morning, there is Torah study in the Falk Library at 8:30 in the morning. The informal service is at 9:15. I get to do a wedding tomorrow night, but I'm also getting, unfortunately, I am doing an unveiling for Phil Axelrod in the morning at 11 o'clock at Westview, and at 2 o'clock we will gather at Temple Sunday Memorial Park and honor the memory of Jane Siegel, our beloved, our irreplaceable Jane Siegel. It's also my sad duty to announce yesterday the death of Stanley Barbrough, one of our members, and he will be buried at Homewood Cemetery in a graveside service at 1 o'clock on Sunday. If you would like to host a Shabbat table, have people come to your home or be a guest at somebody's home in August or September, please go to the website and sign up. And this coming Monday, we're going to have another cafe sign-up. Well, you were at the cafe sign. Did you have a good time?
I did.
Well, turn the
I did. It was
there
wonderful.
We go. We're dependent on the microphone button, aren't we? So it's in the Krieger entrance in the Malakoff room, and there's an open invitation to come. It's at from 12 to 2 in the afternoon. If you can get away from work or just need a coffee break, we have great cookies.
And treat break.
What?
They're treats.
They're treats. And,
not just coffee, but also treats.
And tea. Isn't there also tea?
There was iced tea, yeah.
There was iced tea. Very good. So we'd love to see you at any of these times. As I said, the services are at 7 o'clock through August, and the next 3 services, you're looking at her right there. Okay? So on page 282 in your book, you'll find the Aleinu. We're in the middle of the page. Please rise. Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol la'tekru la'aliot seher breshit shelo asana kagoyei aratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama shelo samechalkeinu kahem וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Please be seated. We're on 287. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו I want to have a special thank you to Jeremy Odell, who realized early on in our meeting just yesterday that neither Rabbi Gorban nor I are sopranos. Thank you.
I do appreciate all the keys very much.
There's a brief reading before the Kaddish on 291. It's a famous poem written by Chana Senesh, the wonderful author of Eli Eli. She wrote about the nature of memory and its enduring power. She wrote, Yesh kochavim she'oram magia arza rak kashehem atzmam avdu ve'enam. There are stars up above so far away, we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, but their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Before we say Kaddish, we call to mind those who have died at this season in years past and those who have died recently. If I name the name of somebody for whom you are saying Kaddish tonight, we'll ask you to rise so we can recognize you as a mourner or observing of yahrzeit. And at the end, we'll ask the entire congregation to rise so that no mourner ever needs stand alone. This week, we commemorate the memories of Edward Averbach, Blanche Barbro, Joseph Bloom, Harry Blum, and Nathan Bloomer. Sam Bodek, I, Renee Bonderman, Roberta Bruslowski, Lucille Chaplin, Dr. Milton Chetlin, and Sonny Tchaikovsky, Alfred Cohen, Ben Cohen, Devira Danovitz, Miles Ehrlich, Martin Fried, Rachel Galpern, and Leonard Glick, Edith Goldstein, Sidney Goodman, Charles Grobstein, and Ethel M. Hinckus, Dorothy Hoffman, Helene Hyman, Shirley Iancu, Lido Iddigson, Abe Kaplan, Jacob Cavell, Faye Levin, and Harry Latterman, Bessie Lieberman, Walter Lipnick, Rosalind M. Markovsky, Albie Marcus, Hyman Mindy, Hyman J. Minkoff, Sarah Bacharach Michelevich, Alan Parker, Estelle Riak, Vadim Roberman, Rose Rosenfield, S. David Rosenfield, Joseph Roth, Edward Reuter, David Schwartz, Stanley Shackney, Jane Siegel, Judith A. Stoffman, Bert Weiss, Richard Wolfe, Michael L. Yurko, and Sarah Zoffer. And now we remember those whose recent deaths we still mourn. Jean Sorge, the mother of Linda Wren, and the grandmother of Jake, Alex, Nate, and Callie. Elliot Reuben Littman, the brother of Michael Littman, the uncle of Talia Littman. H.B. Bennett, the brother of Wendy Bennett. David Ryev, the son of Gail Ryev. Marilyn Sherman Weisenbaum, the wife of the late Norman Weisenbaum and the mother of Barbara Weisenbaum, and the grandmother of Emily, Lindsay, and Rachel. Barbara Rubenstein Rosenzweig, the mother of Diane Silverman. And we especially honor those Marines who were cut down in cold blood in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We honor their service to our nation, and we grieve the terrible way they were murdered. We rise as a congregation and turn to page 294, and all who will may join in. Yikadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, B'yoma Divrach, Hiruteh, V'yomlich Malchuteh, B'chayechon of Yomechon, V'chayeh Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala V'izman Kariv Yemru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah V'varach, Le'olam Olamei Almayah, Yiparach, V'yishtabach, Yipa'ar, Yitramam, Yitnaseh, Yitadar, Yitalet, Yitalal, Shmei Dekudesha, Brichu, Le'ela Minko Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechamata, Da'amiram B'yoma V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimu amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon a world desperately in need of peace, upon all of us who still mourn our beloved dead. As together we say, amen. Please remain standing and turn to 327. I'm going to invite the head of the Reformed community of Rutgers University to come over and help us sing our final song. Her father has a Latino heritage, and so singing Ein Kelohenu in Hebrew and Ladino makes a lot of sense. Come on here, Polly, we miss you. She's a fellow Jerseyan right here. You might know that. Yeah, okay. Wait, you're not a Jersey girl.
Not yet.
Okay, good. On page 327, Ein Kelohenu. If you've never sung this, Ladino is a legitimate Jewish language. It's Judeo-Spanish, Judaismo. And it's the only time you're ever going to ever legitimately say the word Salvador in a Jewish context. So enjoy it. You know this. Ein Kelohenu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, non como nuestro Dios, non como vuestro Señor, non como vuestro Rey, non como vuestro Salvador. Mi Eloheinu, mi Adonenu, mi Malkeinu, mi Moshienu, quien como nuestro Dios, quien como nuestro Señor, quien como nuestro Rey, quien como nuestro Salvador. It's fun, isn't it? Join in. No del Eloheinu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu, lo hermoso nuestro Dios, lo hermoso nuestro Señor, lo hermoso nuestro Rey, lo hermoso nuestro Salvador. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Moshienu. Bendito nuestro Dios, bendito nuestro Señor, bendito nuestro Rey, bendito nuestro Salvador. Last chance, everybody. Here we go. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Tú es nuestro Dios, tú sos nuestro Señor, tú sos nuestro Rey, tú sos nuestro Salvador. Baruchim atem b'voachem, baruchim atem etzeitchem, me'atav ad olam. May be blessed every place you come in. May be blessed everywhere you go, as together we all say, Amen. Will you do the blessing, Bori Mei Name Zanot? Nice and loud. And there's a microphone right here. Okay. You don't need it, okay.
She works with college students.
Oh, actually it's bread, so you have to do motzi.
Oh, but will they sing it or just
Sing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, Shabbat shalom. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who brings forth bread from the earth, as together we say,
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.